Yo, good evening everybody. How you doing? This is your coach Renz, and today I'm going to give you guys one of the key processes in order to begin to have victories in your life. Now we're going to start out with a small victory and then let that small victory grow into larger victories. And one of the things that we're going to begin to stop having in your life is procrastination. See, that procrastination is like a disease. If you allow it to continue to fester in one area of your life, it will take over multiple areas of your life. So I'm going to teach you guys something that's going to help you to be able to stop procrastinating. Thereby you won't miss out on opportunity. We're going to break the chain of you being a snoozologist. When we break this chain of being a snoozologist, you'll start seeing how your life will start to get better, because many of you think that your life is not going the way you want it to go because bad things just happen to good people, or you're cursed or plagued, or you have, you're a jinx on life and on other people. But that's not the case. The case is not that you're a jinx on other people, or that you're cursed, or that there are forces that are out there that are trying to destroy you so rapidly that nothing goes well in your life. Part of the problem is that you are the causal factor of your own procrastination, and that procrastination is causing you to miss out on things. If you listen to some of my other videos, you know I talk about alchemy, right? We talk about taking your thoughts and going from lead into gold, or taking your actions and making them from lead into gold. Well, one of those things in your life that might be lead is this idea of snoozology and procrastination. Now I'm going to break this down a little bit more. Now see, here's the thing. When I was younger, in my youth, I didn't grow up with an alarm clock that had a snooze button. No, my first alarm clock it just had two bells, and it just rang until it just keeps ringing until the winder runs out. So there was no snooze. In order to snooze your alarm, you have to physically change the alarm again. You have to change the alarm where it said rewind the alarm back up. You have to go through a lot of physical changes in order to have a snooze button when I was growing up. But instead of doing that, you just got up and you got started with your day. You set the time for when you needed to get up so that you can be on time to be where you needed to be. Now, by the time I get into high school, though, I got an alarm clock that has a snooze on it. I get my mother's alarm clock. She not got her new one. So I get my mother's alarm clock. So now I got one with a snooze. And what starts to happen? I start being late. I start getting up. I hear the alarm and I just reach over and pop. You just slap it somewhere and you hit the snooze, and you wake up 10 minutes later. You wake up 20 minutes later. You wake up 30 minutes later. Now you're waking up so late that you're getting to school late. You're walking in class late, and the teacher's writing you a note, sending you to the office, sending letters home. Now you're getting, points taken away on your grades. You see, you're starting to lose. You're not losing because all of a sudden bad things are happening to a good person. You're losing because you've been snoozing. That's why you're losing. You became a snoozologist. See, I became a snoozologist. I started losing. My grades started going down. My ability to play sports started looking a little bleak because now my grades are not at where they need to be, because, you got to have the grades in order to play. So you start doing that. And then as I continued and I started working, guess what? I started being late for work. Now, when you're late for work, you're losing money. When you're late for work, your reputation is starting to be damaged. When you're late for work, you may not get that promotion. So that snoozology now got you late. And then you want to do what? You want to blame it on traffic. You want to blame it on the fact that you missed the bus, or you missed your transportation. You missed your transportation because you were snoozing. You know it takes you an hour to get ready for work, so get up and not try to get it done in 45 minutes or 30 minutes. It takes you an hour. But you hitting that snooze button. See, you got that snoozology going on. So that snooze button was causing me problems. And then I went to the Marine Corps. Now, when you go to the Marine Corps, there's no snooze button. Yeah, when they wake you up, you wake up. When they come in there beating that trash can, you get up, you wake up. When they come in there and they tell you feet hit the floor, you put your feet on the floor. When they say get online, you get online. And one of the other beautiful things that you wind up doing in boot camp is that you're always early. You're never late. We used to always joke about how we are, we hurry up to wait. We hurry to wait. We got to get to the chow hall to wait. We got to get to the firing range to wait. We got to get to the parade deck to wait. We got to get to whatever training we're about to do to wait. But what it showed us is that if you're always there on time, you was always there on time, you was early, so you didn't miss anything. You didn't miss any opportunities. When it was your turn to go, you went. When you saw there were other opportunities to go ahead of other people who were late, and you took that opportunity and you went. Because now you are the one that's getting things done. Now people look at you differently. And I took that into the rest of my life, is that when I didn't get to work late. You know, if I had to be at work at 7, I got there at 6:30, 6:40. If I had to be at an appointment, you know, at 7, I got there at 6:30, 6:40. I always started to get the place late. When I got to the movies, I get to the movies early so I can get that good seat. And I can watch all the previews because I want to see all my previews. Spider-Man coming out tomorrow, I'm going to see all the previews. So I got to get there early so I can get the good seat. You see, when you get there early, good things happen to you. When you get there early, you're not stressed, so good things are attracted to you. See, when you get there and you're late, you're attracting negativity. When you're in traffic and you fussing, you mad, but you late. If you had left early, you wouldn't be mad and fussing because you'd have got there on time. So good things start happening, your energy changes, and good energy breeds more good energy, and good things happen to you. Now I'm gonna tell you, when you start doing this, sorry about that, microphone fell, and it's about to rain, but we're gonna keep doing this. But when good things start happening to you, guess what? People who are late, they miss out on things. Remember when the housing market started crashing? Those who joined in late are the ones who got hurt the most. When the IT boom started busting, those who joined in late got the pennies. I remember when I first joined IT, I was getting paid to be an instructor. I was getting paid $1,000 a day to be an instructor. But guess what? Those who came in late, they were getting $500 a day. They were getting $200 a day. And I know some of you may say, oh, that's great money. But for what we were doing, for what others were getting, that was late. Those who try to jump in last and get their certification, well, no, they want you to have a degree now, and you got to have time in if you only got a certification. But see, I got there early. You see, and by doing that, by getting in early, you get the benefit of it. And if you look now in this retail market, those who aren't paying attention to the retail market, you're going to be late. You see, you try to jump in there now, you got to play a pricing war. You got to play a value war. You got to play those games harder than you normally would, even if you had got there earlier. See, when you're early, you're established. Like, my prices are set. My prices aren't changing. My value is set. My value is not changing. So I don't have to play a pricing war against my competition with my gourmet popcorn and ice cream shop. I've been coaching for a while, so I don't have to play a pricing war with anybody else who wants to come in and start coaching because they're late. They're late, right? So I want you guys to understand that what this is really about, this is about time management. This is about you managing your time. If you are not ready to have great time management, then you are not ready to be successful, because success is bred through time management. Time management is one of the major keys in order for you to be successful in life. Because if you don't understand how you gotta be places on time, how you gotta get projects done on time, how to stage your timing so that you get things done in a timely manner. You know, I'm gonna tell you, when I was in the Marine Corps, there was one unit that I was a part of. And in that unit, it was a little bit different. I had to do the job of 4 people. So when I first got there, I was struggling because I'm trying to do the job of 4 people, but I'm trying to get this done, this done, this done. But I was grinding too hard. I didn't have a good time management of multitasking for multiple jobs like that. So then I sat down with my gunnery sergeant James Allen Payne. And he sat me down and he showed me how to manage my time even better than what I was already doing. And by doing that, I was able to keep up. My reports weren't late. My tasks that had to be completed weren't late. When I had to go up and brief generals and ambassadors, I was never late. I was always on time with it. My information was always correct because I managed my time correctly. And that got me different awards and promotions throughout the Marine Corps, which allowed me to advance in my career. You see, if you want to advance in your career, you have to understand how to utilize time management. You know, my kid's mother, we was married at the time, she used to always make jokes about if I ever lost my day planner, then I would lose my life. Because everything was managed out in my day plan. I knew where to go, when to go, or what time to be there. Everything was scheduled. I even scheduled how long it takes to get in traffic. I knew from the base I lived at to the base that I worked at took me 11 minutes. And when we moved to the next unit, I knew exactly how long it took me to go from A to B in different days, different types of traffic, because I had to manage my time. So the better you get at managing your time, the better success you're going to be. You manage your time correctly as an entrepreneur, you will be extremely successful. If you mismanage your time as an entrepreneur, you will fail at levels that you will not believe, that you can't comprehend. So I look forward to you guys being able to get better with your time management. We're going to talk about this even more as the days and weeks and months go by, because time management is so vital to you being success. And you have to cease being a snoozologist. You have to stop being a snoozologist. You have to disengage from that snooze button. If you're using your phone, take the snooze function off. Don't utilize the snooze function. Get up, feet on the floor, and get to work and get busy, because until you do that, you won't have success. And think about this last thing. How many of you are snoozing on your relationships? You're snoozing on your relationships. You're saying, I'll get to him. I'll get to her. I'll let her know she's beautiful later. I'll let him know that I appreciate him later. I'll give him some loving later. I'll take care of her with some loving later. You keep doing that. You keep putting off the romance. You keep putting off the appreciation. You keep snoozing that relationship, and you're going to find yourself in a relationship all by yourself. And nobody really wants to be in a relationship just by themselves. But I'm just telling you, as your coach Renz, stop snoozing in your life. Stop being a snoozologist. It's a degree that you don't want to have. So this has been your coach Renz. If you enjoyed this page, please support us on Patreon. And if you would like for me to work with you personally, then hit me up either in here, email, or on my Facebook page, which is Coach Renz 33, or on our website, CoachRenz.com. I look forward to it. And remember, you got to free yourself to be yourself, because your greatness is non-negotiable. And I'm going to get my phone out of this rain because I don't want to have to buy another one. Y'all have a great day.